every sport. It's gonna be a year where a team comes back from 03.
The best year that was gonna happen would have been last year with us, I think. Like,
if Tatum don't get hurt.
Tatum don't sprain that ankle, Stoney. I think we win that game, man. I really do.
Man, I think so.
So we are live, guys. What's up, people? This is Parlay with us, man. And we got Mr. Beans here. That's me. You got Stony Crook there. You got Hustle Stack. Sean Doe. He's always, somewhere. He might chime in on the show. I know this is his work night, but what up to Sean, man? See you on Sunday's show or
yes, sir.
The next show that we pop off with, man. But
Sean, what up? I talked to him earlier today for a hot second about the Dallas joint.
Okay. Yeah, everybody. I was just telling Crooks that I didn't hear from guys on the chat today. I said everybody was quiet on the chat today, so I figured it was one of them type of days. But yeah, man, we back at it. We doing it again, man. The Wolves versus the Mavs, Game 5 pregame show. We're doing it live, guys. This is Parlay with us. We got some NBA playoff preview. We're going to talk about the Celtics and what's going forward with them. They got a 9-day rest ahead of them. Hopefully, it's a full 9 days. We don't know it's already.
It has to be no matter what.
It has to be no matter what
6.
because the final starts next week, Thursday on the 6th, right?
Exactly.
So with that
it's a matter of their opponent getting beat up. That's all. Right. It goes to like 7 games or some shit.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully the Mavericks get a little sweat out of it, man. They get a little fatigued in this one. So, not trying to make it easy for the squad, but whatever the advantage we got.
I'm embracing it,
we
man.
have to take the advantage.
Go it.
So what up, Stacks, man? How's it going, bro?
Yo, it is fucking on fire down here.
I already know. I've been watching the news, dog, and down south is on flame.
Dog, it's just as summertime. I know I call summertime entering hell in Florida. So it's like,
man,
it's here, dog.
I know what that's like. You know what I mean? I was in Miami for a little bit.
Yeah, but you got out.
Yeah. I got out. But I know what that heat's like.
And we up here trying to chase that weather, and you up there talking about.
Careful what you wish for.
Mm.
Y'all got the central AC down there?
Oh hell yeah!
Well, mine's is in the window. Some home.
What they call it, the walls, window shaker joint.
Yeah, the window joints. When you throw in the window, I mean it works.
The window unit. Hey, yo, listen, AC is AC, fam. I don't care if it's coming from the window joint or central air. As long as I'm staying cool, we good.
You got to get it with the strong BTUs, though. You got to get it with the high BTU. You can't get no little shit, man. You got to get That's what I told my dad the other day, man. This dude.
That shit's just gonna cool one little spot. You gotta stand right in front of it.
Yeah.
The small little 1300 BTUs. You gotta get that 5200 BTUs.
Yeah, son. Yeah.
Joints. I remember I had the window joints when the hurricane came and took the power for like 7 days. So I had to put the window joint in. Yo, that shit was loud. I had to turn the TV up to like 1,000.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That should be loud as shit.
Hey, what the fuck, dog? I'm like, I can't even watch this shit right now.
Yo,
I'm cool, though.
Yeah, it's cool. When that compressor kicks in, shit. Yeah, man, you gotta put the volume up.
Especially when it was right by the bed and shit. You be like, damn.
Oh shit, yeah, hell yeah.
What you're talking about. I remember them days in the window. Trust me, man. When I was living in the triple deckers there in Dorchester, so you already know. Ain't no central air there. That's put the AC in the window, man. But
AC in the window.
Yo, I know down south, man. Out west, they saying I think some parts of Midwest down south. I think your sun down there in Dallas melting too, though, fam.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas.
Dallas,
they get heat waves, man.
It get hotter than the South. I truly believe it does.
Dallas gets hot, man.
At least you gotta remember we surrounded by water, so we get a little breeze.
Yeah.
Right. But yo, that Texas heat is. My son said, "Yo, I remember when he first moved down here. He said, yo, Dad, I think Florida's hotter than here." Then like a month later, he called me back like, "Yo, I'm bullshit."
Yeah.
This heat right here is different.
Yo, no, seriously, yo. To tell you the truth, I've never been to Texas. I want to take a visit. Hopefully, soon.
I was in Dallas.
And I just want to visit it just to see what that whole Lone Star, the whole shit's about, but Lone Star State thing, and just to check it out, man. That whole shit, that whole cowboy life.
Nice.
But,
nice.
Yeah, man. So Minnesota, okay, where are they at, man? I'm kind of lost. They're in Dallas right now?
Nah,
they in Minnesota
back
right
home.
now.
This
Down
is game
1-3.
5, so they back home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Game 5, man. Pivotal.
I think they win this game, Stoney.
I think so too.
You think so? You think Minnesota wins this game?
I think they win this shit because they found themselves, man. You know what I mean? Like I really pay attention to shit like that with these basketball series. When it's a series, man, those are the things you gotta pay attention to, man. They found something, man. They found something that they had when they was winning, man. The last series, because of course they went down 0-3, but they found something, man. I think that's all it takes for a team that should have won a couple of those games, and they finally know how to close the game. And that's exactly what they did.
That was a squeaker, though. I mean, to win by 5 points.
I know they closed it, but they was in that situation. They was in that situation a couple of games ago.
Situation. Every last one of them games, Stoney, been close. Every last one.
Exactly. So, but they finally. I mean, I feel like it's a little late. I don't want to say it's too late because it's still, hey, one game at a time. But they found whatever it took to close a game out. They learned how to close a game. Whatever it was, they figured something out. I think it was more that they figured something out than Dallas coughing it up, because that defense, they revved that defense up. That defense really stepped it up, because Dallas had opportunities, like they did in the other games, and they came through. But Minnesota, man, they found something, man, and they played good defense down the stretch, and they made key baskets. And they was able to, close this game.
I never say, especially the team playing at home, even though Dallas went up there in Minnesota and took care of business 2 games in a row. So I'm not saying that Dallas can't go up there and take care of business, but the momentum, like you said, is probably swinging on their side to just make it a series. You know what I mean?
At least the game 7, at least, man. Hopefully.
Right, to make it a series, I think. I don't mind that, because like you said, it could give the Celtics a little, they will be their legs will be more fresher than Dallas's legs if it's Dallas, or if it's Minnesota, like you said, like T said. I mean, but like you saying they could possibly do it because the Celtics made somewhat of a run to come back from
last year.
But remember, Game 7 will be in Dallas if that's the case. And if Game 7's in Dallas, I don't see Dallas.
It'll be in Minnesota.
It'll be in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. Oh shit.
If they get this game tonight.
Oh shit. That's tough. Yeah, they get to see. I didn't know who was the home court, like who
Dallas
who was holding the home court. I didn't know.
Yeah, Dallas won 2 Minnesota. Because Minnesota's the number 2 seed. But are they Stacks?
Yeah, Minnesota 2 seed. Minnesota 2 seed. Yeah.
Right.
So the 2 seed. Then it was, OKC 1, Minnesota 2, Denver 3.
Exactly. There you go. Yep.
Oh, okay. What up, Shizzy? That is Sean Doe checking in. He says, "What's up, man? We holding it down, Sean. You know how it goes, man."
Peace donation.
Yeah, what up, donation, man? What's good with you, man? Thanks for chiming in. I know you probably at the job site, doing your thing, man, and holding it down, man. He said take the Mavs 4.5.
Plus 4.5. You gotta be specific.
That shit that came down, Stoney.
I know what he's talking about. Huh?
It was 5. It came down.
Yeah, because the money was coming in on Dallas. People were taking Dallas, and it went down. It may go down again, but I'll stay away from it. I'll probably be more focused on the under, man. I'll fuck with the under again.
He said,
even though
plus my bad, Cooks. Yeah, you gotta add
Yeah,
that plus in there. You gotta let them know plus or minus.
yeah.
Yeah, but yo, thanks for that that quick bet that you threw out
It's
there.
not bad, Sean P. But
yeah.
I'll take the under.
Okay. So shout out to El. Let me see, Loso. I just call him Loso. I call him El Polo Loso, but I just call him Loso.
It's El Pollo Loso.
El Pollo Loso. What up, El Pollo Loso? What up, fam?
What's with my man now here?
They found Cap hiding under a rock. Yeah, nice one. You're right. They found Cap. He said they found Cap hiding under a rock. he did get busy. Cat got busy. You're right. Good observation.
You know what? You know what it was. You know.
So he's back being Dominican, Stoney.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna see if he could keep it up. But he did come through last game, man. He's a big reason why they won that game because he made some key threes, man, down the stretch. Some key threes, but he fouled out though. So
shout out to El Pollo. He went to the Joyner Lucas or Millie's concert. Millie's and them was down here in Florida yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Millie's representing, man.
No, he's representing Boston, and he's
like, man. That white boy got some joints, man.
Yeah, he got some shit. He got some shit.
He got some shit with him.
And he's fucking with one of my favorite rappers of all time, and that's Jada. Jada, shit. He's fucking with Jada Kiss. So he's definitely in good hands.
Shout out, what up, Jerome?
Jerome
Dump. I don't know who you are, but shout out to Jerome Dump. You that's a new name I seen come through on Parlay with us.
Yo, shout out.
Oh, there we go. Old boy, Young Cat. What's up? What
people? What up, family?
Yo,
what's
up, people, man? What up, kid? Where you at right now? You down there, right there at the banners, hanging out right here?
He's at the banners.
Nah, they're not there yet. They'll be there though.
I didn't say Beans. I had to tune up a couple kids over here. You know,
that's that Boston. Yeah, man. Celtics are in the finals, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Since yeah, man. Yeah, first time catching up with you since they punched that ticket, man. I watched the show the other night when you and your dad, man. Yeah, man. I like y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all thing, man.
Yes, man.
I
like you. I like your energy. I like you guys.
Yeah.
Energy, vibe.
Yeah. Check it out, yo. People
feel good, man, as a Boston
who's ever
fan.
here watching Parlay with us, man. We represent Boston. This is a Boston-based sports podcast, and we got family people that we join in from the other side of the fence on the sports podcast tip, and it's the Old Bull Young Calf. Them dudes do a lot of commentary and gives a lot of information on sports and things that happen on in Boston. Great stuff too, and we vibe with each other. So that's the thing.
Old Cap, they do some good shit, man. I watched their show too.
Yep. He said, "Wicked accent kid."
Come on, kid. I lived out there in fucking Everett, right there.
Right now. Kid. You gotta put the kid in there. If you ain't from if you don't say kid at the end of it, you ain't from Boston, fam.
Right.
Hey, what's up with that kid? You gotta say kid, yo. You can't. That's something about Boston, though. It's the funniest thing.
It is, man. It is. Boston got their own little lane they be in with the white lingo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, man. We y'all, man. Thanks, man. Yo, you guys are the best in business too. We doing it with
man. Both you guys, man.
And Parlay with us is trying to crack this algorithm. That's what we trying to do.
Had a brainstorm. This had a brainstorm, Beans. Y'all should hit them up. Y'all should try to get together down there at the Garden. That'd be a good little cross show right there.
Oh,
yes,
yeah. We're gonna have to hit them up on the side chat, on the private chat. There's a private chat. You guys, if y'all hit us up on this private chat, we might want to, because we're thinking of going up to the Garden on what do you say?
Game 1 Thursday.
Game one. We're thinking of going up there. Game 1.
I like game 1, man.
Hanging out front, asking some questions to the fan base, and probably having a couple of shots and having some drinks at Banners. So, yo, if you guys want to do that, Old Bull Young Calf, hit us up, man. We good for it. We gotta connect. We gotta do something. We're organic podcasters coming out of Boston, bringing y'all live content and real content from the streets. So, hey, shout us out, man. Hit that like, the thumbs up button for both podcasters, man. Do that. You know what I mean? It helps us out a lot. Trey Robinson, what up, son? Who's Trey Robinson? What up, fam?
Yeah, that's my man. That's my man. My son's best friend. He grew up. My man Turtle. We call him Turtle down here.
Oh, that's okay. I think he's been on here before, right?
He's been on here before. He supported the show. He came by the crib and told us how good things we got, man.
Yo, shout out to Trey Robinson, man. Thanks, fam, for joining.
About Trey, man. Trey grew up, man, as a kid. Now he's doing well. Is just a kid, man. I watched this kid grow up to be a great young man. Got 2 beautiful kids. Owns his own crib. Owns his own cars. Like, yo, that's all you want from your kids, right there. You know,
right? Yes, right. To do solid things in life. Right, come up and do the right thing. Exactly.
I salute Trey every time I see him, man. Like, yo,
shout out to Trey, man. It's always good when when you hear men out there in the streets doing the right thing and raising their family and being responsible.
Got his kids into the church. He do good things. Man.
Good stuff. Let me see what old bull young calf had to say here real quick before we move on to more of our comments. He said, "Y'all were making me jealous. I love to be. My dad is in Florida, and I."
old boy, young calf. It don't matter, man.
Young calf.
I think we match up well with either one.
Me and Crooks got 2 young ones too. Well, I got one in college and a young one, and he got 2 young ones too. So we already know, and so I understand that we trying to separate the time so we can make the time to run down there and do this. Because like you said, we all got families and the kiddos too, man. But I understand, man. And I didn't know your dad was doing his part of the show from Florida. That's cool if that's the case. That's hot, man. That's how.
What part of Florida he in? I might have to link with him.
Yeah, he might, because Stacks is down there in the Tampa Bay area. So
north.
Yup, northern
Stacks
Florida.
North. Stacks stays north. No matter where he go, he's north. North Philly, right? North Philly. Boston up north.
Yeah. You gotta beat up on me, Marco. Marco, listen.
Yo, shout out to, that's another one of my son's friends.
Yeah, he's beating on me.
Great college basketball player right there. Great.
Good. I'm glad he's beating on me. Yo, he got it. Yo, listen, Marco.
He texted me and I said, "Yo, put that in the chat."
Yeah. No, you gotta put it in the chat. Yo, listen, Marco.
We holding them down, though. We holding them down.
I could suffer making mistakes. That's why we call this a live unscripted show. I made a mistake. I didn't know the seating. My fault.
We got him on the show. Stony Beans, for any of your insurance needs, call that cat right there. He's a big time insurance agent. House insurance, all that, car insurance, all that right there. He was living in here in Florida. He's a kid that graduated with a great degree, and he moved to Colorado and doing big things with the insurance.
Oh, wow.
Nice. I'm gonna send y'all this math. He put me on to some things. you got
no doubt.
Anything to do something to make my situation better, and obviously if I could spend less money, then that's sweet. So if that's the case, send it through, man. No problems. And thanks for keeping me on my P's and Q's, Marco. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Beori, okay.
African cat.
Okay, cool.
Yo, he's one of the interviews I'm gonna set up. He played 4 years of Division II basketball at a high level. So we
need to talk to him. We need to get him on here. We need to get him on here and top it up. Talk about his career and where he went in his career, and talk about what he's doing now and being in big in insurance. I used to work in insurance, but it was more commercial auto insurance. So I already know. But man, we would love to chop it up with him. Send that math through, man. Let's see who else we got on here, man. So yes, let's go with some questions, guys. Who you want to face in the finals, Mavs or Wolves? I'm hoping for the Mavs.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. I'm with Stoney.
If I had to pick, it would be the Mavs, definitely. If I had to pick, I would take the Mavs.
I would take the Mavs just for the simple fact I want Tatum to really go at Luka. I want Tatum to really, if I'm coaching.
Yo, T, hold up. Old Bull is in Clearwater, fam.
Oh, we got you. Old Bull, I got you, dog. I got a link with you.
You got a link with you, yo. That's what T was living for.
Yeah, that's where I was living. Yeah, Old Bull, I got you. We definitely got to do the cross show.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
We closer than we closer than we think, man.
yeah. See that? That's
Oh,
yo,
yeah,
world is
definitely.
funny, yo.
And
Yeah, they might,
Florida,
he,
Florida's
yo,
big. That's a
old
big
young
state, man.
Cap. He just moved out of the Clearwater area, but he's still in Tampa Bay. He's just a little bit outside of it now. But yeah, man, yo, that's crazy how world is so small that we conversating. He lives in the Suns in Boston. I didn't know he was doing his part of the show out of another state. Now he is in Florida, and then he's close to you. It's meant to be, man, and we all connect with the, on this podcast thing on, and we connected organically. It wasn't even. It took me one day watching one of their shows, just bounced up on my timeline. I watched one of their shows. I subscribed because I'm representing. I'm gonna support anything Boston. Boom, I subscribed, and next thing you know, boom, there we go. We connect like that. So, yo, that's nice. But let's get back to the Mavs Dallas thing. Yeah. And what up, Dave, man? David Taylor's in the building, longtime friend back in the days, Roxbury friend from back in the days. He's living down there in Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah,
but what up, Dave?
Shout out to Dave Bit.
Yeah, they bit me, man. They bit me. Y'all don't know about they bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's yeah, man. So what y'all think, man? So that's the question they asked: the Mavs or Wolves. And
yeah, I mean, to Stack's point, yeah, I definitely want to see Tatum go at Luka.
Yo, if I'm Missoula,
put that work in.
If I'm Missoula, I'm pulling JT and JB to the side. Like, yo, this is a statement for y'all two. This right here is a statement. I'm only having y'all two in the room.
Yes.
Tatum, I'm sick and tired of them putting Luka over the top of you. JB, just go at whoever's on you. Like, they want to break y'all up. If y'all lose this, all the narrative is all they do is hate on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Make this personal between y'all and Luka and just eat his lunch. Period.
Yes.
And
eat his lunch.
That's all I'm saying. And Kyrie,
be relentless.
I got respect for Kyrie, man. I do. I ain't gonna front. I just don't like the way he did us. That was the thing.
Yeah. I me neither. I don't like the way he did that.
Yeah.
And giving us false information. Talking about he want to stay here and it's up to us if we want him and all that. Narrative he had. When he was here, and it was the other way around. And it's just that whole hoopla he went through. It was a distraction, and it set us back a couple of seasons. That should set us back, man.
If everything would have went as planned with that team, Beans, I believe it was a chip with that team.
I think so.
But you mean that bubble team?
That team would, if Gordon Hayward didn't twist his ankle off.
Yeah, not the bubble team, but with Gordon,
right.
Yeah. When we
Gordon had Gordon, and let me tell you, Gordon Hayward has never been the same since. And look, who can blame him?
Of course.
It was hard to. I mean, that shit was traumatizing.
Gordon Hayward used to get toured at Utah. He did.
Yo, he was getting busy. I watched him in film, especially when we picked him up. I really looked into his whole highlights and his whole. He played a great game. He was a great player, man. And I definitely feel like we would have won it at some point with him and Kyrie, and then Jalen and oh man, that was a squad, man. That was a squad, man. I like what the Celtics did at that point.
Terry Rozier was on that squad.
Terry Rozier, Scary Terry, Marcus Smart.
It was some.
Yo, that team was stacked.
Marcus Morris, remember when the Morris brothers was on that squad?
That's a good bull young
right.
That's a good analogy that you got there as far as and we just said that this is what we were saying earlier. We were saying we would hope that the Celtics, this series between the Mavs and Minnesota could go to 7. That way both of them can beat each other up as far as legs is concerned and fatigue. And like you said, serve them up to us on the platter, and when they come dealing with us, the same thing happened to the Heat last year.
Miami was fucking fool's gold, man.
They was fool's gold.
There's no way they caught us at a good time, with the whole Udoka thing.
I
truly believe.
I agree.
I truly believe if Udoka was the coach of that particular team, we go to the championship, maybe win it.
Mm-hmm.
But they caught us at the right time, and they wore themselves down. Them dudes ain't been the same since that. You know what I mean? Look at Vincent over there in LA stealing money stats. I mean,
right.
Look at
stealing money.
Your boy Caleb Martin, where he at? He ain't doing
Right.
nothing like
No
that.
money.
None of them guys are playing. Duncan Robinson didn't even get off the bench barely.
That's
You know
right,
what I'm
Duncan
saying?
Robinson.
But he's
That's
been
right.
missing for a while now.
Yo, the
Yo,
biggest-
he has not gotten busy since the bubble. Remember,
Yeah,
that's when he got this. That's when he was
when
known.
they
The
beat-
bubble,
when they
he was
beat
getting
us-
busy.
They beat us in Game 7. Yo, I'll never forget that dude running on the court holding his ear up to the crowd, doing the helicopter. I was like, yo, this dude, all right, dog. I'll never forget you did that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
never been
he's
the
from
same.
Mass. He's from Mass.
That's right. Yep.
He's from Mass.
Yep.
But he's never been the
I like
same,
to-
man.
I like
He's
to take
he's
that,
been missing for a while.
I like to take that old bull young Cav said real quick. They said he said he want JB to take Luka to the hoop 20 times a game. And that's true. Force Luka to play some D. You're right. Force him.
Both of them, him and Kyrie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Force him. And he said Strauss and Marco said Strauss is stealing money too.
Yeah, all them guys in Miami, man, they all like Stoney.
Yeah,
they
those are they system players.
Stoney, they hit some shots. You know,
They
what I'm
hit some
saying?
shots, man. They
Yo, don't get me wrong. Don't y'all gotta say them boys hit some shots in that
They
series.
hit some hell of a shots against us, man.
But
Yo,
you got to
Caleb
remember
Martin-
who else did they beat that year? They was on fire. They beat Milwaukee. It wasn't just us. I mean,
they beat New
they
York.
beat some good teams.
They beat New
It
York.
wasn't a
too.
fluke.
They beat
Who
New
else?
York. I think it was Milwaukee.
Yep,
New
New York. Yeah, I think New York was first.
Yeah,
No,
New
it was
York
Milwaukee first. Remember, because
Oh,
Giannis
okay.
got hurt. Remember, Giannis
Yeah,
got hurt.
it was game one. I mean,
Yep.
it was the number one seed, right? You're right,
Yep.
because they're the
Yep,
number one
Giannis
seed.
got
They
hurt.
knocked them out, and then New York.
Hmm.
They was on fire, but it came up short. Who's gonna remember that? They came up short, man. You know,
Right.
so
Yeah, we talk about that. That whole
Yeah.
team, they got lucky that year.
Mhm.
they got lucky.
Yo, not shout out. You know how you catch I just said no, this is pause right here. You catch Shorty. Shorty said, Shorty, oh, I cheated, and you catch it. Oh, I was vulnerable at the time. That's the way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the way we was, right? We was vulnerable at the time.
Yeah. We was,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yo,
you
we had a lot. Look, and not only that, right? We struggled in the playoffs, man. You know, we was going. I mean, we came from we got through a game 7 with Philly. We struggled against Atlanta. I mean, you know, we was mentally going through some shit, you know, and they was trying to figure themselves out, man.
I believe there's some shit going on in that locker room too, Stoney.
There was a lot going on.
And it's evident. It's evident that there was something going on in the locker room because look at the team,
man.
The team this year. And I know the team's different because we got two different players on the team right now.
But we started this.
But maybe the situation, I hate to say it, but maybe Marcus was, you know, the situation with Marcus was the problem.
He might have been part of it. I don't think he was all of it. I think he was part of the problem with the shot selection. The shot selection, and then the locker room. The locker room.
That's what I'm saying. The locker room thing.
The locker room was divided, man.
Yeah.
I heard he used to butt heads with Missoula a lot. That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, butting head with Missoula because you know he wants to run the situation the way he want. He felt as though because he had the veteran, you know, swagger. I want to say because he was there. You know, so he felt as though like he could dictate, what they were doing on court, and Missoula was trying to implement his style of game, and that was the clash.
Let me tell you something.
You know what? And the GM said, "Yo." Nah, that's enough of that. And because
enough of that.
Yeah, Stevens knew he was trying to get somewhere.
Listen, the way they traded him, it wasn't just a regular trade. Remember, something happened. Like they made a move where they desperately wanted to get rid of him.
Yo,
that move they made with Memphis.
Remember those, Stoney. If you look,
they really wanted to get rid of him, man, because he wasn't in the original trade.
The move first was the Brogdon trade was first, remember? And it backfired, and Brogdon had
fell through.
Yo, if Brogdon just could have kept his mouth shut and not been a bitch, he could help us right now.
He could have. That's right. That's 6 men I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go, Beans. I agree with you 100%.
That's 6 men I'm talking about.
And say, yo, I'm good. I heard after he got traded, he kind of whined a little bit. So and then when that fell through. Now, if that trade goes through with Brogdon, you still think they move Marcus?
Yes.
You see, yeah.
Marcus had to go. He had to
Look
go.
at that. Look what Bulls saying. Look what
He
Bulls
had
are
to
saying.
go.
Bull and Calf. They say it was over when Marcus Smart took the coach's chair during timeout in the playoffs.
Yeah, I remember that too, man. I remember when he did.
Marcus had to
sat down
go.
in Missoula shit.
Yeah,
he sat down in
did.
Missoula shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Marcus had to go, man, and
You know,
it was evident. It was evident he had to go, especially how they traded him.
Right.
Because they kind of trade. The trade was kind of, I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird trade. I think they didn't get much for him.
You know what they wanted though? They wanted the Trey Jones kid from Memphis. They wanted that PG. He tough. They wanted him, and that deal didn't fall through. So that's how we got these cats right here. I pulled Zingis. And shout out to Brad. Yo, Brad did a great job over the summer. He
did a great job, man.
He did a great job.
I love that Drew Holiday.
Shout out to
that's my favorite move, man. That Drew Holiday move. When I saw that,
from Philippines.
Out in the Philippines. Shout out to
we got people watching from the Philippines. Sai Lee Ya. Shout out to Sai Lee Ya from the Philippines, yo.
Oh man,
you see that?
Shout out to you, man. Shout out, man.
Shout out
Definitely,
to you, man. Checking out Parlay with us,
we
man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, Mr. Y'all, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yep. There you go.
Like and subscribe, man.
Go on the YouTube. I know you're on the Facebook side of things. You're probably a subscriber on the Facebook side. But help our algorithm. Jump on that YouTube side of things. Like and subscribe on the YouTube side. Please, people, everybody on Facebook, all my Facebook heads, all my X heads that we have on this live stream, because we stream to all the three top streaming services as far as social media. Please, guys, go on to YouTube. Please subscribe. We need the subs. Please sub. And then as you subbing, hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything to do either or, and it helps out.
Let them know about that, Beans, because a lot of people think that shit costs money.
I don't know how people can still think subscribing to a YouTube channel will cost you money. This is crazy. And we're not a paid subscription YouTube channel. There are paid
because listen, when you press the subscribe button, it's gonna just say subscribe. That's it.
You subscribe.
Because if you got to pay for anything, they're gonna redirect you to some type of payment link. So
that's true.
You should know right away.
That's true. That's true.
You press subscribe, you good. Yeah, you know, man, this is nothing, man. You know.
He said, "Now y'all don't hear nothing from Smart." That is true. That is true, though.
Smart,
but you know what? Trey,
Smart,
to be
Smart
fair,
got hurt.
He got hurt.
A Smart fan.
So Smart got buried in Memphis, man. Memphis is rebuild, man.
If they do right over there, Stoney, and they got a high draft pick and add a couple pieces, Memphis gotta have a little squad out there.
Right, the kid got to get his head together, right?
But this dude, do
the kid has his head together? Morant,
you ain't heard nothing about him, so he must. You haven't heard.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he got his shit together, and he's definitely gonna have to mentally understand his role on that team, and I think he has to slow down on certain way. The way he plays, I think the way he plays, man, he's prone to get injured.
Yo, not to cut you, but you gotta read some of these comments. Did you see? Young Cap is a clown. I love him. These dudes are
shit. Oh, Sean Doe ain't telling us some shit then.
Stacks, you read that?
No wonder he takes Thursdays off.
Then we find out you on the tape on the
low. On the low, right?
That was a good one, old bull, Young Cap. That was a good one.
No wonder he's taking Thursdays off.
He said, I didn't know that shit was free, Sean. I've been paying Sean $50 a week.
Oh shit. No wonder Doe be smiling on Sunday.
50 times 50, I want in.
Doe be smiling on Sundays, man. He be coming on smiling.
That's why he be saying his money line be up all the time.
Oh hell yeah.
That's a good one. That's a nice move, man. Yeah. No, for real, we do. He said we got a link with the old bull. Yes, definitely, man. Definitely, Trey. T gonna link with them, man, because that's how commodity works, man. You know what I mean? You gotta have commodity. You gotta, parlay with everybody. That's what we do. We parlay,
man.
and we,
More than one.
we chill more than
More
one,
than
man.
one.
We parlay the game and we parlay the
won't work.
conversation. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
What's else
smart,
in
man.
the playoffs? What else y'all think what else is going on, man? What else y'all got cooking, man? We know that we want to sell. I know the question was from old bull young calf who we wanted. I think both of you guys maybe answered, but my question is based on what he said. I would like to see the whole series between Mavs and Minnesota go 7.
I think it's gonna go to
and
distance,
then we take on the Mavs. I want to take the Mavs on.
It's the storyline. It's the storyline.
It's the storyline.
Yeah, no doubt. No
Kyrie
doubt.
back to Boston. The Luka, he's the new, don't get me wrong, Luka's the guy, but
remember Luka got Porzingis shipped out of there. You know what I'm saying?
So that's right. I forgot about that.
That's a big storyline. And you see how Luka talking shit to Gobert, and he was talking shit to them other guys. I want to see if he talks shit to Porzingis like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a couple times they're gonna switch on them pick and rolls, and Porzingis gonna be on him. So
exactly.
I know for a fact Porzingis wants to smoke with the Mavericks. It's no beings,
You want that smoke?
When y'all got rid of me. I want this smoke.
I want him.
Oh no, he's ready. He said it. I see you in the finals. They quoted him. He's quoted.
Yeah, they saying he's
in the finals. Listen, I'm gonna take out Porzingis Finals MVP, man. I'm gonna take that out, man. I'm gonna go to the window with that, man, because when you take these future odds, these future MVP odds, you want to get odds with good value, and I'm about to let you guys know what that value is on that. If it's up, I'm not sure if it's up yet, but I'm definitely gonna take that.
Trey said he'll slide with you to go check out
JB and JT. Those are the obvious ones. You're not gonna get too much. You're not gonna get too good of an odds on those.
I think I'm gonna go to the window with JT. I think JT seen JB get that. Listen, fellas, this don't mean they have. Can people stop talking about when JB got the award, you see Tatum's face. Tatum didn't make no fucking face, man.
Oh man, now they trying something.
Yeah, you see that? Like, just stop it.
Hell no.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, stop it.
That would say, you see Tatum's face. Tatum didn't make no face. Listen,
they were giving him mad love.
A lot of guys on the podcast that like Jeff Teague show I watch a lot. That's a great show, Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague got something.
And Lou Williams said, I've been around them two. Them two hang out. Like y'all, they just ain't out like the rest of these guys. You like them guys get along. And Marcus Morris, who played on the show, they said, them guys seem cool to me. Like, I don't know what the big deal is. Like, I'm tired of the media trying to split them two guys up, man. Like,
yeah, you're right though. They've been doing that for years. And like I said, but it's not. Shame on me, because back in some years ago, I was part of it, saying that we got 2 superstar players on the team. We don't need both. But you know what? I thought because both of them was like basically, this was my thinking.
He doesn't seem like that guy.
Like the same type of caliber player. So I was like, we don't need both of them. But truthfully, that nucleus that Stevens put together with him and JB and JT,
yeah, they do. But listen,
that's the right move, man.
That's the right move, man.
Shout out more than Stevens. That was Danny Ainge. Shout out Danny Ainge.
Shout out to Danny.
Yeah, he started it up. Yep. You're right.
Shout out to Danny,
and then
man.
Stevens
but look,
went upstairs and took over. Right.
You know why they have a different dynamic? Because they both came to the team young, drafted together. It's not like he was a superstar somewhere else and came to the team, and these guys came up together. So it's like that's not gonna happen. They gave JB the money before they gave JT. JT's about to get them guys are young, man. They having fun. Yeah. There's none of that going on, man, because of the dynamic, how they came on together as kids. You know what I'm saying? And so they developed. Think about it. It was life before all of this success. There was life before all the success. They built this together.
And the reason,
so all those years of losing and winning and building,
that's true.
You can't really like
that commodity.
Mess that up.
You can't match that up. Yeah, they got that.
Yeah, you can't
I believe that.
You can't interfere with that.
Because if it wasn't the case, truthfully,
you can't interfere with that.
And not to cut you, Crooks, But if it was the case, if there was any kind of inculation of that these two dudes really only compatible on court and don't have an off court connection, one of them wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would have been last year. No, let me give him no. It would have been last season when that whole Marcus Smart thing.
Yeah.
It would have been one of them between either one that would have been gone if there was some kind of seriousness that they really don't mesh. But them dudes mesh, and that's why they're together.
Yeah, they
today.
mesh.
They
When
mesh.
have you heard any of them saying anything negative or anything to put in somebody under? You never hear them. And Tatum, you should be able to read him when he I mean, when you listen to his interviews, he sounds like a guy that's just laid back and it's not really stressing all that. You could tell you can tell how a guy is. You could pretty much know the type of player personality wise from their interviews. Harden, when you see Harden talking and Draymond and all these guys, you know what type of guys they are. You know what their intentions are. You know Kawhi, like you know all their mannerisms and just the way they are. When you hear Tatum and Brown talking, yo, them guys are just way ahead of their time, man. They mature, laid back. You could tell those guys don't listen to all that noise. You know what I mean?
I feel like those dudes are real.
Those guys are they're in a great spot right now. They chilling, man. They having fun, man. You know,
and smart guys too. JB's a smart dude.
Very smart. Very smart.
Dude. This dude's involved.
He's
involved with a lot, you know.
The things he be saying, definitely, he's way ahead of his time, man. For his age and getting the money, getting all that money when he got it. I mean, and life, business as usual with that guy. You know, business as usual.
That draft class, I'm looking at Jaylen Brown's draft class just to see how Danny Ainge, the guys that went before him, Ben Simmons, Danny dodged the bullet with that one. Brandon Ingram, and then JB. But he had there was some people in that class, bro. Like Buddy Hield, Jamal Murray was in that class.
But let me
Sabonis.
Yes, but you know another thing that shout out to Sam Presti, great evaluator, great eye for talent. But another thing that these guys have is the ability to read these guys' intelligence, their mentality. How these guys are going to develop mental wise. Are they going to develop? Are they mental or going to match with their physical and learn how to grow and become a better player? And Danny's a great evaluator of that. You know, these guys' character. It's more than just their ability and their physical presence. It's their mental. Athletic. There you go. It's their mental.
This is how tough JB is. JB's from Georgia, and he went to a school called Wheeler High School, which I played tournaments there before. Big ass high school in Georgia. Down south kids usually don't travel far from home to go to school. That's a fact. And a lot of colleges up north, they kind of reluctant to recruit down south kids because they're afraid of the culture shock with the snow. Because believe it or not, down south kids they don't leave down south often. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, us from up north, we always got them people, I'm going to send you down south.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear, I'm going to send you up north.
Right.
So that's how smart. Jaylen Brown went to Cal.
Cal.
You know what I'm saying? Cal Berkeley. So
right.
That goes to show you how
smart that kid is.
Yeah.
Definitely. You're totally, I'm glad you brought that up. Because some people,
and I love what he said after he got that contract. I loved what he said.
Man, what he said after that contract.
I mean, basically,
you gotta give it up to the dude.
He was basically talking about generational wealth. That was his whole thing. His whole thing was more about pushing the just generational wealth, generational education, financial and all that. Like he was more about giving, and I like that. That was his whole point in that conference is giving back and giving other kids opportunities and just learning, teaching them how to just be better with their finances.
What I told people all the time, they said, "Well, JB," I said, "Dog, great as MJ was, you think he had 6 rings without Scotty?"
Nope.
No, nope.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
No. And now I'm saying MJ would have 2, maybe 3.
Yep.
But he wouldn't have 6 without
Scotty
Nah,
and without
no, he would.
and
Yeah,
without
exactly.
all the role players that came on them Chicago
The
teams.
team,
You gotta
exactly.
get all those role players.
And he
there,
look,
flowers.
and he had to learn that. Remember, that's what Phil Jackson taught him and taught Kobe. Because remember, Jordan, think about it. Jordan was a ball hog. Jordan was
That's
averaging
true.
30 forever.
That's
40.
true.
Phil Jackson came, pulled him to the side, like, look, he says it. And same thing with Kobe. Kobe was a ball hog. You see, he was having problem with Shaq. Phil Jackson gets there, and that's what they had to learn. They had to learn how to trust their teammates and understand it's a team effort.
You're right. Totally. Good analogy. Good analogy.
And that's what happened with Jordan. Remember, before Phil Collins, like all them coaches before Phil Jackson, Jordan was fucking averaging. How can you average 37 per game? What does that tell you? And
nobody's getting the rock.
And nobody's getting a rock. And I was in 88. 88, Jordan that was the highest average. I wouldn't say for a player. He was up there because I think Will Chamberlain might have got that record. He might have been averaging like 50, but Jordan has one of the highest average for a season in NBA history, man. He was averaging 37.1 points in 88. Wasn't trusting his players, man. He was eating.
But you know what? Like you said, Phil Jackson came in with a nucleus.
They say, look, this is how we're gonna win.
And he implemented the plan, and it worked.
This is how we're gonna win.
MJ 86 averaged 37.
Listen, go ahead.
87, 35, 80, 89, 33, and 1992, 93, 32. But that's when he started coming, like Stoney said, coming
down a little bit. You know, shout out to the Jim Paxsons, the Steve Kerrs of the world.
Steve Kerrs.
You know, Pippen more.
What was the dude? What was the black dude, the young black dude that was used to splash him?
Oh yeah, Hodges, Greg Hodges.
BJ Armstrong.
BJ Armstrong. Craig Hodges. Yo.
Yeah,
Dennis
man.
Rodman. You know?
You gotta trust your teammates. And
yeah,
what happened?
Teammates.
In a lot of those games, Steve Kerr, Jim Paxson, they won. Jim Paxson won that game against Phoenix, the clincher. He made that key 3. Steve Kerr made a key 2-point basket against Utah. I think it was game 3. One of those games, Utah was up. Steve Kerr made a key shot. Yeah, you know, and those were key games in those series where, who knows, it could have been a difference had those other teams had won because of those possessions, you know, because Jordan might have gotten greedy and missed or whatever the case may be. But no, he trusted. He knew the intention was on him.
Mm-hmm.
He trusted Jim Paxson. Well, it was actually Horace Grant that passed, but the fact of the matter is Jordan wasn't the last one with the ball. You know what I mean? That wasn't the play. In a lot of plays, Jordan wasn't the last one with the ball under Phil Jackson, except the one against Byron Russell. You knew it was that shit was going to MJ no matter what.
Yeah.
But all those other games, yo, man, I'm telling you.
And I don't know how.
If
I was Byron Russell, I wouldn't even let him do that. I probably would have tripped his ass or did something stupid.
Reached out and did something. Yo, Mike hit
I would have did something. He just crossed him up and
Mike hit him with the deep dish pizza crossover. Like,
he hit him with some
his
shit.
Ass like you said, Stack.
His momentum was.
And the jumper was like.
With the flu, that was the flu game too.
It wasn't the flu game. Nah. That wasn't the flu game.
It wasn't even a set shot. The way he just crossed him and pulled it up, and that was it. He knew what he was doing in that moment.
The flu game was the game before.
That's the part that I hated, Stack. And in that moment when he was coming up the floor with the ball and he had Russell on him, he knew what he was going to do to Russell.
Yep.
At that moment, I'm trying to tell you, he knew. He was winning the game right there in that moment when he knew this is me. He knew that shit.
All right, shout out. That's why I tell people with the whole GOAT debate with Mike and LBJ was Mike had a skill set. LBJ, if he wants to get a bucket, LBJ can just play bully ball if he want to. He's a big dude. People don't realize the size of LBJ. You know what I'm saying? That dude is huge.
Size on that guy.
Yeah, Mike was only 6'6", Mike had to have a skill set.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To get
He
by
had to
you.
have a
Like,
skill set.
Mike wasn't gonna hit you with the bully ball. He was gonna
No,
have
he
a
wasn't.
skill set. And then, and I like LBJ too, but Mike game was just so pretty to watch, man. It was just the footwork, Stony Beans, the fadeaway J. Remember when he couldn't get up the court no more, couldn't elevate? He
Yeah.
would
The
Mike
fadeaway.
had game, dog. Yeah, game.
Listen,
That fadeaway.
Yeah,
That
Listen,
fadeaway.
my favorite MJ play of all times, and man, let me tell you, I'm blessed to have seen that, man. I didn't expect this is before I even knew about game winners and all that. But that shot on Elo, oh shit, man. Yo, they brought you talking about they knew he was getting the ball. They put two guys on him. If you watch that play, there was two guys on him even before he got the ball. I mean, they was basically ripping his jersey off his back. I mean, they did everything they could on that play.
My favorite all time.
My goodness, man.
Stoney, when he went baseline on the Knicks and reverse pivoted and touched the top of the square on you, and I was like, yo, that shit was crazy, right?
Yeah, that shit
Yo,
was crazy.
slow-mo that down. All this was above the rim, dog. You slow-mo.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I used to love Michael for one thing. He was exciting to the rim. When he was in his young age, you couldn't stop that dude in the middle. When he was flying, it was move out the way. He was joking.
He's
That-
dunking
was
on you
joking.
quick.
He was
He's joking on you
On
quick.
that last dance, John Sally said, yo, you had to get him before he took off, because once he got in the air, he wasn't human.
Listen, that's one thing I liked about Jordan in his early prime. But I'm gonna tell you the sweetest part about Jordan's skill to me is when the turnaround jumper was water.
Yeah, you right.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
So pretty, that
When that was so like I'm talking about with your eyes
shit.
closed type of shit. That's how he did it. It was so fluid that he could have shut his eyes and still did the same motions and hit the basket. Yo, that
And
was
he had big hands
his,
too.
That
So
was just like
that ball was
advancement
water
of
on his-
skill. When it
water
came
when
to
it left
skill,
his hand.
that was so when I see JT, because remember we watched Kobe mimic it.
Yeah,
We
Kobe.
watched Kobe.
Yeah. Kobe. Hell yeah.
Kobe was the closest thing to mimicking
to
that
MJ.
same shot.
Closest thing to MJ, Kobe.
Closest thing.
Hands down.
And when I see
Hands
JT,
down.
Hands down.
when I see JT do it,
Think
because he
about
do
it.
it in
All
some
the characteristics.
Even the way he chewed his gum.
the
way he chewed his gum,
walked, fam. The way
he
walked,
walked,
he
everything.
walked like Jordan.
Yo, he studied the shit out. Yo,
How could you walk like somebody that's not your father? Like he just imagine how much like video he watched on MJ. He must have spent thousands of hours watching MJ film. Wifey be filming me like when we on vacation. Me and my daughter, me and Gabby be walking like down the beach or walking down the road, and she'll film us. And she said to me when she's like, "Look how you two you could tell your genes it's in the genes. Y'all walk the same."
My wife used to say that about my son.
Y'all walk the same, and she's like, "That's the weirdest thing to see you and your daughter walk. She has your walking motion."
Crazy, but if you sit back, now that you say that, means if you sit back, sometimes y'all peep this and just watch some of your kids' mannerisms, you be like, "Oh shit,
oh shit."
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, for real. Let me see what Old Bull got to say real quick. Young Cav, LeBron is one of the greatest physical. Yes. Oh, I know that. I don't know which one is this, Old Bull or Young Cav. I know y'all. This is both y'all podcasts. But yo, listen, that's if y'all want to talk about players and my greatest, and y'all know everybody knows LeBron is on my list, right? He's on my list.
He's on my list.
He's on my list, right?
He's number two. He's number 2 on my list.
He's number 2 on my list. I'm not even lying. He's number 2 on my list. But I think, truthfully, the reason why he's number 2 is based on what Old Bull Young Calf just said. The greatest physical athlete ever that I've ever seen in my life, my 49 years, I can say it. The greatest player I've ever seen physically, is LeBron James, bro. Not finesse, physical.
It's a bull.
The bull. And he was doing that from 18.
Getting busy.
18. So when people talk shit about LBJ and his 40-year-old still trying to do it, y'all got to give the man some respect. He's still trying to come through the middle yoking on y'all.
Hell yeah.
I said, He said, "Yo, I gotta put Kobe over." I said, "You can't put Kobe over him because Kobe played with the Diesel." I said, "It's different when you play with Shaq." Now, my thought, he was the Diesel at that time.
That's right.
Yeah, he was
That's
the
right.
Diesel at that time.
That's when Shaq was not ripping down. That's when Shaq was just hanging on rims and.
Yo, that was when Shaq got the ball down low and the whole state of California dropped down to help. Like
exactly. That's right. You're right.
Yo, people underestimate
Shaq.
Shaq, dog. I'm telling you, man. That Shaq was a monster, man.
Yep.
Yo, Shaq. Listen, I seen him abuse Mutombo in that series. I never seen a guy get abused like Mutombo did in that 2001 NBA Finals, man. I mean, I'm talking about they showed all the still shots of Mutombo's reaction. Yo, he was hurting, man.
Yeah, he was taking all kind of.
I mean, the faces.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shaq was giving him
Shaq
elbows
was
to the
abusing
gut.
that dude, man.
He was abusing him. He was. You're totally right.
That elbow, Shaq would turn around, give you that elbow to the ribs, and then by the time you realize that he's already. Yeah, I never seen a guy back an opponent down and just yoke on him.
With
yeah,
no head start, no nothing.
Stoney with two. Everything was
two hands.
Yep. Yo, Shaq was a beast, and then I understand why Shaq. Sometimes when he hear people talk about,
most
dominant, what I noticed with Shaq. I don't want to talk over y'all, but you know what I noticed about Shaq on TNT, and when these guys talk about the greatest centers and the greatest players, and when his name is not being mentioned in that top 5 or whatever, because there's guys that come on that show and they're doing. Shaq gets salty.
He don't get it, but he don't get his respect he deserves.
I know, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, I be saying to myself when I be hearing these dudes on TNT, all these whoever jumps on there and talk about who's the greatest this, and they don't mention Shaq and he's sitting right there. I be like, yo, what the fuck was people watching?
People don't understand.
Even with Orlando, he was doing this thing. Orlando,
how dominant he was, fellas.
Dominant.
You remember the NBA was a man-to-man basketball league. The zone defense was put into the NBA for Shaq. It was for Shaq. Because you couldn't guard him one-on-one, Stoney. Right. You had to play zone against him. That's crazy.
Couldn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't. You just couldn't guard him, man.
Just imagine, fellas, if he hit his free throws.
His numbers would have been sick.
Oh, my goodness. If he was, his numbers would have
been sick. It would have been like, I don't know. I'm just over-exaggerating, but maybe Will Chambers.
He probably would have caught. He probably would have been. He probably would have got Kareem.
He would have got Kareem. That's what I was gonna say. He would have got Kareem. He would have got Kareem.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, no doubt.
Hitting the free throws,
no doubt.
as many fouls as he took in his career. Yeah, he would have got Kareem.
And then the beating that he took, like,
hell yeah.
Oh my god,
like that, man. Like,
did y'all ever remember seeing dudes used to just be hanging on Shaq?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yo, they still.
We talk about this is in the NBA when you was allowed to foul, like foul, like hard foul, like
dudes used to be literally draped on this dude's neck as he's going up.
They was
like
they used to be hanging on him. Even that couldn't stop him. He was getting and ones
on him, and he's going up, still yoking it, 2-hand boom, and they on his back. Shaq was an animal, man.
He
was an animal.
A freak of nature. Yes, you would never see. You know, I don't think you would ever see another Shaq again like that. Maybe in our lifetime, maybe, you know, hopefully our kids' lifetime, maybe somebody else. But right now, nah.
The game has changed. I mean, you got to be more. You got to be more fit.
Yes, the game changed.
The way the game is played nowadays.
The way the game is, the game is the 7-footers taking threes. So
7 foot.
Right.
Right.
It definitely changed, and look for the better.
Stretch fours now.
Stretch fours, and they crossing you at the key. When's in our time of playing ball? When do you know that the center was crossing you up at the top of the key?
Yo, back in the day, you throw the ball to the big man in the open court if you want. Your ass was sitting on that bench, like, yo, why you give it to him right there?
Exactly. You know, but now, like you said, man, with the and that's with the maturation and the implementation of the Euro game.
Yep.
The Euro game changed. The Euro game changed the way the centers and the big men in the league operate. The skill wise.
They was doing that across the water for a minute.
Shout
out to Tony.
That's their game. They brought that game.
Tony Kukoc was the first I seen. Like,
there you go.
Tony Kukoc was like 6'11" handling the rock.
There you go.
I know.
Tony
Yeah,
Kukoc
he
was a
definitely
big
was one
man
of the,
handling the
yeah.
rock. That's right.
He was a
Oh, Tony was nice with that bullshit.
He was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
with
yeah.
that
He was
Bulls
nice.
team.
Yeah,
Tony was nice.
was nice.
Remember
and
when I
Pager.
think who was didn't he run
Remember
that?
Pager Stojakovic from
Oh, Pager.
the Kings?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Remember
wasn't
that was OG name. Remember OG Detlef Shrimp. Shout out to
Deathless Shrimp,
Oh, shit.
Turkaloo.
Detlef, yo, Detlef
Turkaloo used to
Strip
get
was
it
a
in.
beast.
He was, man.
Seattle.
He
For the
was.
Sonics? Yo,
He
y'all
Yeah,
was,
Deathless
man.
Shrimp was a he
Detlef
definitely
Shrimp
was.
was the dude. And he could hit that jump. Remember, he was the first. Yo, you're right, yo. He was the first big man that
Yeah,
like you
Detlef
saw
was the biggest dude,
saw
man.
hitting Jays outside. You're right. You're right.
Detlef was solid, man.
You're right. He was hitting shots from outside at that time. Yeah, you're right. So he brought that. You're right, man. But the league wanted that. I mean, we needed to advance and go into different genres of basketball. It has to grow. You're right. Stacks, you said this months ago. It's an international thing now. It's not just an American thing.
Yeah,
It's an
right.
international thing.
Like
You
I
got
said,
guys coming from DR playing basketball, guys from
And they number one picks.
Barbados, guys
Yeah,
from
and
St.
then
Thomas and
if you don't make it in the NBA,
Africa.
if you don't make it in
Yeah.
the NBA, a lot of cats go across the water and make good money.
Yeah.
Good money.
Yeah.
Good money.
They make good money. That's an avenue. And shout out to all those guys who who take their career and take their talents to the international ball. You know what I mean? Like,
They
look,
love the game, man. They,
Steph Marbury,
takes
big
time
time
sometimes.
superstar athlete, basketball player here in the United States. Whatever situations that he went through that steered his direction, he still went to China and became a hero.
He lives there. That's his home.
That's his home.
That's his home,
That's
man.
his home,
That's his home full time. Full time. He comes here to visit.
Yeah, he comes in. It's a lot of cats that go across the water. And
and he speaks the language fluently. Everything. He embraced being out there. Like that's his.
They gave the dude a chat. He got a statue in front of the stadium.
He got all kinds of shit out there, man. He's the man out there. He coached the team. He was a player.
Right.
He won a championship as a player. He won a championship as a coach.
Yep.
He's doing so much stuff out there, man. You know,
but you know what?
Childhood.
You know what, though, Stoney and Stacks? Thank God for that. Because
definitely. Especially where he comes from.
Think about it. Steph was so talented. Remember, he came to Boston and he was crying for help.
Yeah, he was. Remember, he was on TV. Doing the shit, eating Vaseline,
tripping out,
all kinds of shit,
all kind of crazy shit. He was crying for help, and right after that, where he ended up overseas, and ever since then,
man,
his life changed.
Yeah,
I think it was
better thing to do.
You know what I hate to say?
Away.
Maybe it was the pressure of American sports.
Yeah,
I think. Look, when he went to New York, I think that was a mistake on his part. That's when he really fell apart. When he went to the Knicks. Come on, that was the wrong move for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much pressure he had when he went to New York? I mean,
he should have stayed his ass in Minnesota with KG.
He should have.
Exactly. He should have never left Minnesota.
Yep.
Should have never left Minnesota.
Because you can't go. He's from Coney Island. The truth of the truth is this. You guys know this. If you're from the hood, and Coney Island is the hood, and you from the hood, and you're like, you made it, right? You're the god of the hood because you're the one who made it.
He's the only one that made it out of all the brothers. All his brothers were nice.
Yeah, and his what's his brother? Sebastian Telfair. He made it. He was another Coney Island head that made it. But those two, that's family. That's family, right? So they made it out. But when he went to the Knicks, the downfall is you can't go back to a place like New York and play in New York, and you lived in Coney Island.
Man, with all that pressure, come on, man. Everybody's on your back for tickets and all kinds of shit.
You got your peoples from the island, Coney Island. You're home now, so they on your back. You got the NBA on your back. You got the Knicks on your back. You got the fans of New York on your back.
That shit was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
That led him to go to China.
I loved him. Great ball play. I think Steph was nice, but it was the right move. It was the perfect move for him to go to China. It saved his life, bro.
It did.
Yeah, saved his life, man. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy that he was able to turn his life around and he found his calling. He found his home.
Yeah.
And
My
yo,
man
man,
Jalik out of Coney
he's
Island,
doing
out
his
of New
thing.
York, out of the way of Long Island right now. That's his peoples. They grew up. He's from Coney Island. It's like people from Coney Island, they all family.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. I've been out
I
there. He
believe
took me
that.
out there. And I felt when he took me out to the island and I went up in the PJs in the island, I felt comfortable.
Like
I
these
was like,
cats,
oh shit.
like these cats from down south, like they all cousins and shit.
Like
yeah.
And everybody was peace that I met in the island when I went to Coney Island. You know what I mean? So I could understand that community, and that's a community in its own. You see what I'm saying? That's not Bedford-Stuy, that's not Crown Heights, that's none of them spots in Brooklyn. Coney Island is like its own shit, you know, its
spot,
own zone,
area,
its own zone. And when I went up in there for the first time in my life, I was like, yo, because I was kind of shook, not shook, but it's New York City projects, nigga.
Yeah.
High rises, you know what I mean? You don't know what's going on. But when I went there, it was all love and peace. You know what I mean? And like I said, he told me about how they operate in Coney Island. And that's how they operate. They all family, they all peoples. You know what I mean? So shout out to Steph, man. I'm glad he did something with that.
Yes.
He made a career out of his life and he didn't suffer the falls, the pitfalls of, not every player can flourish in American sports.
That's true.
Nah, man, it's
tough,
I mean? Man. It's tough.
That's tough.
Not easy.
It's not easy. So with that being said, guys, man, we had a good conversation today about
great show.
Some great shows, about some good topics. We talked about some old school players. We talked about the greats, Michael Jordan, and all the rest of them, the Shaqs and the Kobe Bryants, and LeBron will be one of the greatest. He is one of the greatest. He'll be a Hall of Famer soon. And that's why we love this sports. That's why Stack love this stuff, man. Basketball is ingrained in us. We've been playing this sport since we've been little kids. David Taylor, who was just in here a few minutes ago. I don't know where Dave, I'm gonna send you, man. I'm gonna send you a link so you could come on here live with us, man. So you're part of the the old school regime on Seaver Street there, man. So we got to bring you on here. You play ball. He played ball. That's one of our teammates, Stacks.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
That's one of our teammates. He played ball with us since we were little snot-nosed kids on the court. So, I'm glad to see him come through. And I know he got a lot of, commentary on basketball because he's a big basketball guy himself. So David, shout us out, man. Next time, send me that email address so you can get up here on this live with the team and chop it up with us from Auburn, Alabama. So, guys, with that being said, enough respect to the whole team, enough respect to Sean Doe. Sean Doe, man, on Sunday, come with the big man thing with the Champions League, man. We're gonna have a game, a nice show on Sunday. Hopefully, we can I said as far as the Champions League, I think Real Madrid might, they're the storied franchise, so I think they might do it. But then again, Dortmund, they look like they might be the spoilers. So let's look forward to see what I'm going to watch that on Saturday. Guys, try to peek that out real quick so we can get some knowledge on what's going on in soccer.
Stoney, what you got? The Carhartt joint? What's that? What's that hat right there?
Oh, this is that Red Sox joint. It was tan with the blue brim, red B, man. It was one of those, man. It caught my attention, man.
Was that for something though?
It's
was
a
that
nice
like
combo?
No, but was that representing
nice
some kind
combo.
of, was it kind of some kind of special thing with that color?
No. It was just a different colorway they put out. It wasn't really a special edition. It's just like a colorway that they have.
They got some ill colorways out on Fanatics right now. Some ill colorways.
Yeah, they got some nice colorways, man. I like how the tan and the red goes together with the blue. Nice little different steez, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to be different, man, out here,
And I like that hat you got on too, Stacks, man.
Hell yeah. That red socks.
It's the black
red socks.
It's black denim joint. Jeans.
Oh, there's a black denim. I knew it was denim. I was about to
like
say that.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It looked like charcoal, but I can see it
looking like charcoal, but I knew it was denim. That shit's hot though. I like that, man.
Yeah, because a lot of hats they bringing out like a beige tan version.
Yeah.
You notice that, right? They bring
you know why? Beige. You know why they trying to jump on the off-white vibe.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
That's why that's what they're doing. They're trying to jump on the
Patriots.
off-white.
They got a joint like this one, Patriots joint.
Yeah.
The tan with the red, and you know,
Yeah.
that tan and red look good together though.
Y'all get the shit before I can even think about.
Oh man, we get some exclusive shit out here, man.
Yeah.
We tell you. But yo, shout outs to that Liz locker room, man. South Shore, man. Yo, them dudes don't play, man. You go up in there, man. Yo, they be having some fire up in there, man.
I'm
Telling
probably
you.
gonna go up there tomorrow. I'm waiting on
Liz
my
locker
Stack
room,
to
and that's
do
the
all of
only
your
one
finals. Wait till you
in this
see me
area.
and Stoney's finals that we'll have our finals t-shirt we'll have on next
Oh
week.
shit, yeah, that's
Did
just
you order
coming.
yours yet? Stack?
Yeah, oh yeah, you already got my. You know, I said,
Oh yeah.
The black
yeah,
one. You
yeah.
go get the black one.
When I ordered the one joint, they say we different here. Yo, that shit took like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I
that,
seen you had that different
you
here.
Probably,
I seen that.
You probably ordered that shit just as they put it in production.
You put it out. Yeah, you probably did.
That's how it be.
Them shits take a while to come. Them exclusives take a while now.
Yeah, they take a while, man.
Wait a minute, and you got that from Fanatics?
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah.
They
said
though, because the joint. You know, I wanted the game. They game fit like some type of dry fit. This shit came in a cotton t-shirt. What the fuck is this?
Oh, okay.
So be careful when y'all order them shits, because I think they be trying to got like gas. Be careful of the material y'all get, because I was pissed when I seen it was cotton.
And you wanted the dry fit, because
the dry fit lasts way longer.
Yeah. I hope the t-shirts me and Stoney order. Look at it, the black one. It's all black Stack, and it says finals, and it has either JT or whoever's number on the name.
Finals in green.
Yes, yo, you got to look at it. That shit's nice.
Yeah,
it's fine. You'll see it Stacks.
You'll
all
see
black.
You'll see it.
Green.
Yep. What up, East Boston Beast? He said finally.
Yeah, they called me
back to the show.
East Boston Beast.
Where you been, man? East Boston, man? Like you been
with them East Boston kids.
Shout out to East Boston. East Boston doing. He's sending.
Shout out to East Boston, man.
Sending his son off to
They got their own vibe out there.
That's a big shit. I heard Oregon was a beautiful country.
Oh, he's sending his kid out to Oregon?
Yeah, it's a school out there.
Shout out to East Boston Beast, man. Send your kid out there to that's a great school, man.
Nah, he's not going to the University of Oregon, but it's a college that's out right next door to the University of Oregon.
Okay.
Right next door. But yeah, that Oregon, I heard Oregon is nice, man. I heard.
Yeah, Oregon's what they call that, the Great Northwest.
Yeah.
Nothing but green.
Great Northwest.
The Great Northwest.
It's
nothing
cold
but
up
green
there too.
and mountains and trees and.
That's the real Northwest.
Yeah.
That's the real Northwest.
Yeah, that's the Great Northwest. They's breathing fresh air all the time, mountain air and all that shit.
That's spring water.
Yeah,
they got that real spring water, man. You could go shit. You don't even gotta buy that shit. That shit fucking growing trees, man. Go to a tree, man. Chop that limb. You get spring water.
How they did it in the West. Yo, shout out to Beans for putting me onto that Bass Reeves. That's some ill shit. Yeah.
And yo, after you watch that Billy the Kid, man. On
right, I'm gonna watch it.
Yo,
yeah, I'm gonna
when y'all watch
Bass
Billy,
Reeves, I'm gonna check out Bass Reeves. What's that on?
Paramount.
I'm gonna check that out. And Billy the Kid's on what?
Paramount, I think.
Yo, Billy the Kid, that shit, yo.
Mayor Kingstown next week.
That shit, he was.
It's coming back next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yo, fam, hold on real quick though before we move on. Bass Reeves, if y'all want to know about some shows out there, go on Prime. Bass Reeves, that shit's hot.
It is. You're right.
He is if people don't know, I'll just give y'all a little quick breakdown. America was lying to us the whole time. He's the real Lone Ranger. That's all you need to know. All right. America was lying to us the whole time. The Lone Ranger wasn't a white man, and Tonto was not. It was Bass Reeves and an Indian cat. If you watch the show, that is Bass Reeves and the Indian cat is the Lone Ranger and Tonto.
That's an ill show, people.
You gotta watch that show. And then the next show was Billy the Kid. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I watched that series, Billy the Kid. I fucks with Billy the Kid. Whoever thought, he was a crook, he was a criminal, he was this. Yo, Billy the Kid. If you watch that movie and see where that kid came from, what he went through when he came across the water, he came from Ireland. When he came across that water and what he went through with his family, and to be who he ended up being, yo, y'all would love that show. Yo, Billy the Kid was a true trooper, dog, like straight up, like. And I think based on the show, they say Pat Garrett shot him in the back. Pat Garrett was his good friend. Pat Garrett.
But there's a lot of like theories behind that. Because if you watch Young Guns,
if you watch
whatever
the
it was
movie,
worth, he got old.
If you watch the
old
movie,
age.
he got old. He died of old age. Pat Garrett didn't shoot that dude in the back. He escaped to Mexico and he lived his life with his señorita. Trust me.
Yep.
That's what he did.
I
And he
heard that.
disappeared. He disappeared, and they didn't look for him no more because something like with the, he had people protecting him in the law and shit like that. Like, yo, Billy the Kid was a smart dude, man, and they respected him down in that whole, southern area, Texas, and all that shit. Billy the Kid was a very well respected dude because he was a solid
nice
person.
With the ratchet. That was no
bandit. Huh?
You had to be fast with the steel, with the revolver. You had to be.
Oh no, he was just
not only shoot, you had to smack the back of the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had to be right. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
that shit was some crazy shit.
Yo, that is some crazy shit, man.
You had to smack the back of
listen,
shit.
I'm gonna buy. I am a. We all are gun enthusiasts here. Don't think because we live up in the north that that we're not gun enthusiasts up here. We are Second Amendment people. But one of these days, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna buy me a 6-shooter.
Yeah, baby, word up. Shout out. You know what, Beans? Yo, know what I want though? I've been dying to get the old school joint, 30-30 joint. Yo, that joint right there, I need that.
It's a Henry. It's a Henry.
A Henry. There you go. They got Henry. Different ones, but if you ain't got that Henry, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, you got to get the Henry. If you're doing it, you got to get the Henry, and it's 30-30.
30-30.
Yo,
yeah, I remember the 30-30.
Yo, Riz, if you got a Henry, that'll put a fucking. Yo, trust me, that shit is serious. That 30-30 shot of that Henry.
That 30-30 ain't no joke, man.
That ain't no joke. That's why when you see in them Western movies, when them dudes was taking dudes down, 30-30. That 30-30 meant business.
Accurate.
Oh, yeah.
Accurate.
Accurate, too.
Yep. They sell them, those stacks. You know they sell them.
Yeah, they sell them, but you got to be careful because you got to be careful. Right one. You got to be careful.
Yes, you got to be careful.
Certain pistol, Beans, you got to be careful how you mess with the pistol.
Yeah,
the rifle. You got to, if it don't feel good, I don't buy it.
You don't buy it. Yo, that's the next show where we'll talk with us. That's another show. We will talk Second Amendment and we'll talk guns. Like, we're well faceted, man. We're well-rounded people up here. It's not just one type of show. It's not just, that's why we say sports and entertainment. We give it to you guys all. So he said, so with that being said, yeah, we appreciate you too, East Boston Beast, man. Thanks for coming through.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you too, man. Thanks for coming through. We always welcome all our subscribers and all our peoples on this channel. And we all give them a voice too to make their work, their voice be heard on this thing. So with that being said, guys, I love the show tonight. We kicked about a lot, we'll wait to see what happened with the Wolves and Mavs. Hopefully that the Wolves
right now. Luka going in.
Yeah, they going. The Mavs are going in right now.
Yeah,
we'll see what happened, man. We'll talk about that on the thread tonight, on the text thread, and then that'll be a good show for Sunday. And Doe, we'll see you Sunday. And everybody in the YouTube, Facebook, and the X world, please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and we see you guys Sunday. Enough respect. Thanks for whoever just gave me those fireworks. I respect that, man. Thanks for the fireworks, man.
That's probably wifey on the low.
I don't know who did it, man. Yo, I love it. We got we got 100 and something people on this live right now. I'm looking at our numbers. We got 100 and change right now on this live.
Man, appreciate it.
What I mean? So enough respect to those people. Yo, David, man, why you always jumping in at the last moment when we're about to get out of here? What's wrong with you, dude? You on the base somewhere? He's on the base somewhere doing something like, you know what I mean? Like, this dude, that's my man though, David, man. We love you, David, man. But send me, David, text me, not through this system. Text me your email address on our next Thursday night show. I want you on the show so we could chop it up and bring you on to the live. Don't forget that, David. I'm gonna hold you to it. So the guys, I didn't even, what I didn't do? Shout out to Nonchalantly Zay, man. Our rapper extraordinaire who gives us all the nice fly music. I
got
didn't even drop his intro today. We just went straight in on the live. But before we go,
Zay, we got you.
we got you. Yo, guys, I'll see y'all Sunday. Be easy. Oh, matter of fact, if there is a game 7, when is it?
It don't look like it's gonna be a game 7.
Nah, I don't look like we can't
It
talk
don't look
about
like-
that right now.
Okay, so if there's a game 6, when is
Yo,
it?
we might as well be out, man.
Yeah,
When
we,
is
Yo,
the game?
yeah, we
we'll
worry
deal with
about
that
that. We
shit
worry about
Sunday.
that bridge when it comes, Beans. We
Yeah,
worry
yeah,
about that.
we'll reach that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.